All right, number 8 asks us to solve this equation. 8e to the 2x plus e to the x plus 9 equals 3 plus 15 e to the x. All right, the first thing we want to do is get this equal to 0. So let's move this 3 over to this side and the 15 e to the x. So we'll subtract 3 from both sides, and we'll subtract 15 e to the x from both sides. So we're left with 8e to the 2x minus 14e to the x plus 6 equals 0. All right, so at this point, we can see that this is a quadratic function, but it would really be helpful if we didn't have these e to the x's in here, if we had some other variable. And so here we're going to use our u substitution. We're going to say, let's let u be equal to e to the x. And then when we plug that in, we get 8u squared minus 14u plus 6 equals 0. And then we can factor this. To factor this, we take 8 times 6 is 48. We need two numbers that multiply to 48 and add to negative 14. Well, that's going to be negative 8 and negative 6. So we can split this up into 8u squared minus 8u minus 6u plus 6 equals 0. So all we've done here is we've taken that negative 14u and we've split it up into negative 8u and negative 6u. Now we can group these. So we get 8u squared minus 8u in one group plus negative 6u plus 6 in the other group. And let's factor a 8u out of this group. We're left with u minus 1. And over here we're going to factor out a negative 6. And we're left with u minus 1 again. And then now we've got u minus 1 as a common factor to both of these terms. So we'll factor that out, u minus 1. And what we're left with is 8u minus 6. And so what this means now is that u is either equal to 1 or 6/8, which is 3/4. So let's put that up here. So now we know that u is equal to 1 or u is equal to 3/4. And remember that we created this u. We said it was equal to e to the x. So we're not trying to solve for u, we're trying to solve for x. So now let's replace this e to the x for u there. We get e to the x equals 1 or e to the x equals 3/4. And then to get x, we're going to take the log of both, or the natural log of both sides. Natural log of e to the x is just x equals the natural log of 1. Over here we get x equals the natural log of 3/4. Natural log of 1 is 0, so x is either equal to 0 or the natural log of 3/4. And you can leave this like that or plug natural log of 3/4 into your calculator to get an approximation.